So that'd be times 3 sevens, right?
So it'd be 350 times 3 sevens.
7.
Oh, look at this. This is one of those that's going to cancel all the way out. So check those two numbers.
How you gonna do that?
Look at these two numbers. Look at that number. Doesn't 7 go into 35?
Yeah, 5 times.
So this is
50.
going to change to 50, and that's going to change to 1.
Oh man, so that would be 3 times 50 is 150. Even.
Even.
You're slick.
Now, how many girls in the school?
200.
Watch questions like that because that's how they'll switch it up on you.
They'll add in that how many girls is left, or
No, they'll say that 3/7 of them are boys, and they'll ask you how many girls are there in the school.
Right. Okay. So you just get up there and then either add or subtract what's left.
Right.
Okay. Now we got dividing.
Okay.
3/10 divided by
3/10
by 5/8.
All you have to do for this is just pay attention to the last fraction. When you have a dividing or division, you flip that. So this one stays exactly the same. This one you multiply and then you flip this. So the 8 goes on top and the 5 goes on bottom.
Okay, flip the fraction to fraction.
And now we do the exact same stuff that we were just doing.
So we'll do 3/10 times 8/5.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what is the initial question? Really? We're busy right now. 3/10 4 times. So 5. No. 5.
You do that right? You change that to a 4, you change that to a 5, right?
So it'd be 25, right? Or does the 5 come
Yeah,
straight?
yeah, it's 25 because you multiply straight across.
Right, 25, and then 3 times 12. 12 25ths.
That's it.
That's it, huh?
That's it.
Look at that.
What's the next one on your list?
Um, 6 and 3/10 divided by 3. So 10 to the 60, 63/10 times 3. No, it'd be, if we're dividing, it'd be 1/3, right?
Mm-hmm.
So 3 would be 30.
Look at those two numbers.
Huh? Oh, man.
Always check the diagonals to see if you can cancel.
So I could take 63 divided by 3 will equal, so it's 21.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the 3 goes into 63 21 times?
Yep.
So it's 23 and 1, right? So it'd be 10 23s. So So this would be 2.
Why do I keep on hearing 23?
Huh?
3 goes into 63.
My bad.
21 times.
21
right?
times. I mean, looking at the computer, I'm looking at 63. 21. 21. So it's 2 1/10 is the answer.
Mm-hmm. Next one.
Man, it's just awesome. 2 1/10 here. So I have 10 1/2. 3 4/5. So 2 times 21. 21 over 2 times. So 15, 5 over 19, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. And then crossways.
Nothing.
So that would be 39. And then 5 times 21 is what?
It's 38. It's 38. 2 times 19 is 38.
Huh?
You said 39, didn't
You
you?
said 39, yeah, 38. 205, 105. 30. Oh, no. 105 divided by what? Divided by 38. Huh?
Does it go 3 times?
No.
I didn't think so.
So it is
It's 2 and what?
2 and 7, 6, 3, 1, 5, 7, 8.
Oh, okay. So 2 times 38 is 76.
76.
76 minus 105 is 29.
76. Oops. 29. 229 over 38. Correct? Is that what you're hearing? 229 over 38.
That's easy enough.
Huh?
All right. Let's skip those type of questions.
Yeah, because I got that. That's pretty. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute.
It's just a word question.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
Thank
It's
you.
going to want you to divide.
Ratios. There we go. I remember we did them, but they gone.
It's fine. Remember.
It got to where it was really damn easy.
Use your calculator. What do the dots mean for a ratio? Use your calculator.
God, it's not that easy. 28 divided by 64.
Mm-hmm. That gives you the decimal, and now you got to change it to a percentage. How do you change it to a percentage?
Don't know.
Multiply by 100.
Times 100?
Mm-hmm.
100 equals.
That's it.
Or, let me do something. 28 divided by 64, right?
Mm-hmm.
Equals. If you multiply by 100, you just back up 2.
Mm-hmm. Just move it 2. Yep.
Yeah.
Same thing.
75. Yeah, well, they got them all on here. Just
a little bit off.
There you go. Look at decimal. So if you're backing up 2, it is 43.75. Oh, hold on a second here. 460% of ratio to a ratio. Oh, wait a minute. That would just back up 100. No, that would go forward 100, right? No, hell no.
The decimal moves to the right twice. Sorry. It's a percentage. It moves to the left twice. It moves to the left twice.
46 divided by 460.
Yeah.
I know. I'm just looking at this. This is the answer right here. I'm just trying to find out. No. Wouldn't it be A?
I can't see.
46.
That's 460%, right?
Mm-hmm. That would be 4.
So that's
460% to a ratio.
So that's that number as a decimal.
It'd be 46 to 1.
4.6 to 100 would be 4. This would be as, okay. 460 over 100. Those cancel, so it's 46 to 10. And then we can reduce both of those, so it would be 23 to 5. That's how you do that.
Okay. All right, now you're going to learn me that one because I would know.
Okay. Right. So any percentage can be written as a fraction over 100.
So where'd you get the 4.60? Because that was never here. This is 460%.
Okay.
That was wrong. So you came over and did this one. Wait a minute now.
So let me erase this so I don't confuse you.
Right. See, that's what. Yeah, that was. So we're looking at as a decimal 460 over. Okay.
100 because it's a percentage. Oh, so you put it over 100, which is 4.6. That's where the number came from that I wrote.
Right. Yeah, because these canceled out.
Mm-hmm.
And so then you just divide 10 into 40.
I canceled those and then I wrote it as a ratio, right? So I'll write it this way. So I can say that this is, what can I reduce both of these by?
2.
2. So if I reduce that by 2, what number do you get?
That'd be 23.
And
5.
Because this means, that thing means
to divide.
So that's 23 over 5, right?
Okay.
So after you get the fraction, you reduce it. You just continue to reduce it.
So
the top number always gets written first in the ratio.
Okay.
So that's always the top number. That's always the bottom number.
Shoot. So reduce these. So 2. Equals 23 over 5. So it would be 23 ratio, right?
Mm-hmm.
23 to 5. Ratios.
Ooh. Sorry, I've been up since 4.
Why? Kids?
I was working.
Since 4? You nuts.
I got stuff I got to do. I got goals to accomplish.
You go, buddy.
Can't get nothing done when the kids are up. So.
Nope. I know that feeling. Okay. Let's go with, let's say, 342, and then make that percent into a ratio. Can we do that?
Yeah, 342%. So we have 342 over
100. Wait a minute now. 342 over 100. Okay, so the 100 can go so to be how do I do this?
All right. So what number goes into both of those? We just have to reduce because we can't cross out any zeros.
100 goes into both of them, so
100 doesn't go into that evenly. What number goes into both 100 and 342?
2.
2. So start there. Divide that by 2. What do you get? 171.
Divided by what? 2? 171.
And divide the bottom one by 2.
50.
Nothing else you can do.
So the ratio would be 171:50?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you do a ratio, 100 always goes on the bottom. Because
if you're doing a percentage, 100 always goes on the bottom. If you're doing
that's the percent of 100%. Okay.
Right.
All right. So I was just grabbing. That's why I just wanted to write that in there. Escape from the nursing home. Escaping. Call 911.
Poor thing. That's gonna be you one of these days, man. Are we joking?
Yeah,
Luckily.
It's gonna be a while. Okay, now we got 78% of 50.
78% of
50.
50. So this is what you do. You know that the word of means to multiply. So I'm going to change the question. I'm going to say 78% times 50. Now I can't have the percentage there, so I need to make it into a decimal. So I just move the decimal place twice that way. So I get 0.78 times 50. And I stick that in my calculator.
Okay, how'd you come up with so it'd be 0.78 times 50. How'd you come up with the 2? What's the rule of thumb with that?
Take 78 divided by 100 and see what number you get.
Okay, 78 divided by 100 equals.
And you told me that. Can I just move the decimal 2 places? You said that out of your own mouth.
But that was a problem though. I didn't, okay. So it's a percentage.
You can't multiply by a percentage, so you always have to change it into a decimal. So you just move the decimal place 2 to the left. Man.
Okay. Times 50? 39. Right there is 39. 60% of what number is 45?
Okay. 60% of what
So it'd be X.
number
Yeah.
equals 45.
Right.
So now we got to do a little bit of algebra. So I'm going to first change this to a decimal. So
Right.
tell me what that is as a decimal.
That'd be 0.60.
Of means what?
Times.
What number means some variable.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to leave it like that because that's X because those are
Right.
multiplying together.
Right.
And then this is 45.
Correct.
Whenever I want to move a number, I always have to do the opposite of what the number is doing to the number it's sitting next to. So what are these two doing to one another?
What do you mean?
What mathematical property are the 0.6 and the X doing to one another? Are they adding, subtracting, multiplying? They're multiplying. It wasn't a trick question. You're looking at me like you're trying to trick me.
Yeah.
It's not a trick
Making me
question.
think like that. Cut that out.
So if I want to move it over to the equal sign, I got to do the exact opposite on the equal sign. So I'm going to, what's the opposite of multiplying?
Divide.
So I'm going to take this number and I'm going to move it and I'm going to divide it. And that's what X is. It's 0.6. So 45 divided by 0.6.
45 divided by 0.60 equals 75. Okay. Uno momento.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be.
So the numbers. Come on.
0.60.
If the number is here, you
And then
multiply.
you
If the number is there, you divide.
By 45, and it would equal 75. Right? I knew that's what we had to do, because I mean that's how you figure out answers to other problems, by you multiply it and then do it that way. So
Algebra is a rule of opposites.
So it's 45 is the first one. Divide 45 by 0.60 equals. And you would go. Is it because the 45 is the whole number?
It's because that's the way the question is worded. Don't make it any more complicated than that.
No, it's not wrote like that. The way that you got to put it in the calculator.
The top number you always type first, right? If I do 45 divided by 9, what number do I put in the calculator first?
45.
Don't try to overthink it.
No, see how I wrote it? That's wrote backwards.
That is written backwards. Yes, that is written backwards.
Because I'm looking at the question, because the 60's in the front.
And remember, we're doing algebra, so you have to do it opposite, right?
Right. So that's it there.
0.6. There you go.
Okay.
All right, what's the next one?
What percentage of 48 is 60?
What percent of 48 is 60? So, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to do it the exact same way. This is I'm going to call this X percent.
Okay.
What does of mean?
Times.
So, times 48 equals 60. Now, if I want to get X percent by itself, what did I do with the 48?
Still, I would.
What are these two things doing to one another?
Times it.
So if you want to move the 48 over to this side of the equation, what do you have to do to the 60?
Divide it.
Divide it. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to just
So
take this.
it would be, you would divide 48. Oh.
See how I'm moving it?
Okay.
It always goes to the bottom over here.
All right. Wait. Don't go nowhere from there. Okay. That would be 48 and 60. So it would be times what we're trying to do times 60. So move 48. So then you would do 60 divided by 48, and it would come out with 1.2.
Now, you gotta do one more step, because that is equal to 1.2, right? That is not the percentage. That is the decimal. So in order to take this percentage and move it over, let me go back. So in order to take the percentage and move it over to the other
this
side.
This is a decimal here, right?
Right.
Okay.
So you see how that's percentages there? To move it over to the other side of the equal sign, that means I have to move the decimal twice. So this decimal has to be moved to there.
Something went wrong because there's no answer like that there. It's 125.
Yeah, you did something wrong with your calculator. Do it in your calculator again.
Oh man, damn. See, that is one problem that I have. My brain will make up crap.
You know, like when you're building something, you measure, and measure again before you cut.
Oh yeah, yeah, measure twice.
At least. Man, my dad used to get on me so hard when he was teaching me how to build stuff. Because I would just float through stuff and I would just waste material, and he would just, it was not pretty. It was not pretty. He was like, don't I tell you to check and triple check before you cut something?
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir.
Yeah, I learned. Especially when he started taking it out of my pay. Then I really learned. Yeah. I was always hard-headed. It had to be painful for me to learn something.
A lot of times for me here, it's like I need shock treatment while I'm learning something. Zap me. Damn it.
No!
Sorry, sir.
We good on those, or we need to do some more of those?
Oh, good Lord. We have Nancy pays 6% sales tax on a car costing $22,000. What was the cost of the car including tax?
Including tax.
Yes.
So multiply it by. Okay. So let me explain it to you why I'm going to do it this way.
Because I know something funky with tax.
Okay. So we have 6% tax, right?
Mm-hmm.
And 100% of the car sale price is equal to what number?
22,000.
So if I have to pay the tax, 20,000. Okay. If I have to pay the tax and 100% of the car, what do I do to those two numbers?
You add those two together.
Right. So why not just add the percentages together? So what percent do I have there? It's not a trick question.
You have 6% of 100.
If I'm adding
600.
If I'm adding, what's 100 plus 6?
100 plus 6, 106.
106.
Oh.
So it's 106%. Right?
Of actually what the car.
Of actually what the car costs. So if you do it, instead of doing it in 2 steps, if you just add the percentages together, when you have a tax question, if you add the percentages together and then multiply by the price of the car, that'll give you the price of the car. So remember, can we multiply by a percentage?
No.
So how do I change this number into a decimal?
Over 100.
So how many times do I move the decimal place if it's there?
2.
So what's my new number?
Move it backwards. It'll be 106.
And that's the number I multiply by 22,000.
0.06 times 22, 1, 2, 3 equals 0. Oh, damn, that's nice. 1.06 times 22,000. The other equal down here. 23,320. Damn.
Now, let me show you a different example.
Wow,
all right?
I like that one.
What if, okay, I'm going to clear this. I'm just going to clear it. What if I know a dude at the dealership, like my buddy, he works at Cabela, right? And I want to buy a boat. And he gets a 20% discount, right?
Mm-hmm.
So here's the 20%. Here's the 100. That's the price of the boat.
Mm-hmm.
If I get a discount, so this is a discount, then this is a negative number because you're
dropping the price.
You're dropping the price,
right?
So how much of the boat price do I actually pay if it's
80%? So then you would hold up on the break 22,000. So then you would do 80, right?
Mm-hmm.
80 times 22,000.
Okay, now be careful because I can't multiply by 80. What do I have to do to that number?
So that would be, you'd have to move the decimal 2, so it'd be 0.80. 0.80 times 22,000 equals, you'd be paying 17.6.
So when it's a discount, you subtract from 100. When it's a increase or a tax, you add to 100. And now, let's say I have to pay, okay, I'll let you write. Let me know when you're done writing.
So be subtract, right?
Times.
Oh, damn it.
Remember, of always means multiply.